3, 2, 1, action.
Headwaters Foundation is known as a health conversion foundation. Our mission at Headwaters Foundation is to create a healthier Western Montana. We really bring community voice to the center of the work that we do. And so we do this by supporting what we consider upstream systems change work so that those most impacted by the health challenges or the barriers that face them are the ones that are creating better outcomes for their community. The Headwaters Go Grant program is really unique in the way that it was designed with community in mind. We really heard that community needed an easier application process. They oftentimes don't have the resources, whether it's a grant writer or dedicated staff person that has the capacity or knowledge to write grants. And so we created a grant program. Go Grant stands for General Operating Grants, serving rural, low-income communities in our service region. The way that our Go Grant funding model is so streamlined and simple to apply and receive funding really allows organizations the opportunity to not be time constrained to a lengthy application or reporting. And it frees up their time to give more and dedicate more to their community and the people they serve and focus less on what their funder needs and how they're going to impress their funder with reporting, and really allows them to just focus on doing the good work that they do.
Everyone has the right to food, and my vision is everyone grows food and everyone has enough to eat. And we have to start with conversations and connecting then. Cultivating Connections Montana is really just a model and an inspiration. We've stayed true to the idea of engaging youth with growing food and cooking food. How do we take these ideas of engaging people on a farm with food, engaging youth, and engaging community? How do we put that into actual programming that has long-term impact?
I think what's awesome about Cultivating Connections that you don't see at a lot of other nonprofits is that it's open to everyone. We have the Youth Farm Internship Program where we mentor high school students and kind of teach them about agriculture, healthy food, food making, cooking, community service, help them get involved and engaged with their community. And then we also do school field trips here. So we have kindergartners, second graders, and third graders come visit the farm and learn how to grow their own food. We give away plants for food. We also do a lot of produce by donation. We just want everyone to have local food and learn about their food systems.
The canvas is very broad, and the things that we put on the canvas might be seen around the world in a way that we didn't even intend. Using food as part of our palette, as the palette of what we're eating and the palette of what we're creating for the world is so powerful and exciting, and it comes back all the time. It's not something that's going to go away. Everyone needs to eat. So Cultivating Connections is for everyone.
We are a foundation that approaches grant making in a trust-based way. So we value relationships with our grant partners, basing that on trust, that we trust the organization to do the good work that they identify they're going to do, and that we intend to support them in a trust-based manner and learn from one another through conversation rather than lengthy written reports or being too extractive from our grant partners.
The Go Grant from Headwaters has really changed Cultivating Connections because they gave us the trust and the funding to do what we needed to do without a bunch of paperwork and a bunch of hassle on both ends.
Both my parents always said that no matter who you are, you need to share what you have. The idea that I can share photography with people is incredible because photography changed my life. What Two Eagle Project is about is that this is a 20-year document of this community by young people from this place. People are actually have visual renditions of what this place is about, and it's not about me, it's about how our students are seeing the world and how they're doing that. And so, and each of my students sees the world in a way that I'm moved by all the time. I was like, wow, look at that picture. I would have never made that.
What David does is he is such a steady presence at the school. David goes in year after year and he never fails the students. He is always there. He always shows up for these kids. And I think that's important for kids to have someone in their lives like that, who's kind and compassionate. David does that through photography. and he gives them a way to express themselves and to have a voice in this world. So he has really opened up the world to them, and I think showed them the value of their ideas and their thoughts, and that they are so important and they have so much to contribute to this world.
You can see how proud they are of the work that they've done. It helps them to be creative and helps them to express themselves and opening their eyes to other possibilities.
Oftentimes the people that we serve don't have consistencies in their lives. They're dealing with lots of things that they can't control. And the one thing that we can control as a voice is that we can control doing what we say we're going to do. So that's the heart of a voice, that if we're going to be there, we're going to be there. And if I can somehow make a connection, whether that be through the camera, whether it be through a conversation, whether that be through editing work, whatever it is, that's what our goal of a voice is, really. I mean, I think that we need to connect and we need to just share whatever we're sharing that day. Part of the issues of doing this kind of work is that you never know. I mean, we've been living off grants for many years, and living off grants is a sketchy business sometimes. The great thing about Headwaters is that they give a grant every year, and the problem with a sustaining project like ours is that most places will give a grant for a year or two, but then at some point they say, well, you have to either reinvent yourself, you have to do something different. Well, I happen to believe that the consistency of a program in a community over a period of time is the most successful and connecting thing that a program can do.
We were novices in the area of fundraising and realizing how much time is involved in trying to raise funds. So having something like Headwaters is very refreshing, and it would be nice if there were more funding opportunities like that.
MAPS Media Institute was founded in 2004 with the mission to empower, inspire, and prepare Montana youth with professional media arts instruction, opportunities for community service, and spark new interests for them.
Roll camera 3. Boom. Slate.
Classes include filmmaking, graphic design, music production, photojournalism, podcasting, new technologies like 3D design or learning how to make and fly drones. We also have a roadshow. It's called the MAPS Media Lab, and that's our statewide educational outreach program that we bring MAPS to kids. And then in all of those mediums, we include aspects of future readiness, how these media skills apply to post-secondary education or different career paths. MAPS takes the responsibility of working with youth, especially where they're at in their life. We meet them where they're at. We listen to where they're at. We learn from them, and we hope to create an environment where they can be themselves, even if it often includes a profound degree of vulnerability. They are often stretching themselves to be in new situations, and that takes courage, and that takes trust.
Action.
It's so common on the last day of a workshop in particular. What's next? When do we see you again? When do we work together? When do we start planning the next project? And that's when I know we did our job. For a small org like MAPS, the Headwaters Go grant has made a huge difference because we're trusted to best use those funds to serve our organization and the people we work with. Models like the Go grant, it opens doors. It gets to the heart, and that heart is to effectively serve communities. Trust-based philanthropy, it just strengthens and improves not only the philanthropic landscape, but directly the communities that we're all trying to improve.
Instead of being for-profit or non-profit, there's the community profit. And this trust-based philanthropy is that. I'm trusting you to help me when I need it, and you're trusting me to use that money to make the world a better place.
I really align with and believe in our mission where we're working side by side with Western Montanans to improve the health of community. I really value building relationship with community partners and going to meet them in person and hearing from them in their words what their work does in community and how it impacts their constituents, and building trust and having deep, meaningful connection. I feel like I'm working at an organization that has that value at its core.